When I started this YouTube channel, my goal was to make sure that I encourage people, I inspire people with the information that I will be getting. Because for me to start the first video that I did, I think you remember there was a time I went to Mausekwa and then I saw this rural home which was just like something else. And then I was inspired. Like in Inuaju, I was actually very, very inspired. I almost cried. But when I did that video, it was something like when I saw that rural home, I was like, wow. So what happened is I spoke to the man who was like the owner of the house, and I said, can you please allow me to do a video? I just want to show people that this is something else. And when I did that video, it actually inspired so many people, and then so many people started coming to me and saying, you know what, Kundai, I'm also doing this at my place, can you please come? I'm also doing this at my place. And even now I still say to you, if you've got your own place that you want to show people, if you've got your own project that you're doing that you want people to know about, you can call me, I can come. You can invite me anywhere you are in the world, because yeah, of course I've got a passport, I can come anyway. So anywhere in Zimbabwe, anywhere in South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, all those places, I'm available to come, and we do videos and then we show people what you are doing, and I believe it will actually help someone. As for me, these videos, when I was doing them, I think it's been almost a year and a half now, or maybe I can just say we are now in the second, third year. And as I was traveling, because I've been traveling around the world doing all these videos, seeing people doing things, and I've been in some countries, and doing all these things, I was also being inspired. I want to tell you the truth. The thing is, I didn't have anything as for me, you know, did market it. So market it, you don't really expect them to have a lot of money to be able to do some of these things. So I was trying to save up, save so that I can at least do something. You know, when I started thinking about doing my own things, I thought I'm gonna have to find my own place where I can do, you know, like my own projects, and then do akamushawang and all that stuff. But you know these things, you know, the complications that are around kuchaka musha nowadays. And I always get people asking me, and I want to tell you, even now, guys, in India, I am not a land broker, baron, or something like that. I don't do that. So if you're going to be coming to me, I don't even answer to that one. There are procedures that you need to go through, and I'm not a legal practitioner for me to be able to tell you to say. So I would recommend to go and research. You can go to the Ministry of Lands, and I believe there's land, you know, like for people who are serious about investing. I think you've heard about Masabuku deals and all that stuff. I'm not the one who can tell you to go and do Masabuku deals or don't go and do Masabuku deals. I think if there are people who know the process, I'm also giving you this platform. You can connect with me, and then you can talk to me, and then we can do a video. We can sit down and talk, and then you can tell us how someone can acquire land in the rural areas. You know, like obviously in the urban areas, we know what to do. But there are people who want to do farming, who want to invest back here in Zimbabwe, and I believe even the authorities, they should probably do something to tell people exactly how people can get land legally. and do all those things. But like I said, I was always being inspired by what is happening, what I've been seeing. I've been inspired like for days, like what we say nowadays. But I didn't know what to do. So I was like, okay, I will try to find a, kamusha kangu and other stuff. Then, all these complications, I realized, what? Instead of me buying land, there was a time I did a video. I think you guys might have seen the video. There was a time I said, you know what? Kwenye koko kumusha. You understand? Kwenye koko kwamakakurira, kwenye koko kumusha, kwenye koko. You can go there and you can talk to your elders. You say, guys, I need to do this. So I saw people who did that. They went mamisha kwao and they said, you know what? We want to do this, and then they were supported now kumusha kwao. And I've seen that happening. I've seen KwaMahla. I think you might have seen a video I did in KwaMahla, Mr. Simon Mahla. They actually did a very, very, very beautiful rural homestead, and then people were saying, you know what, this homestead, you're not supposed to be staying here. You have to give us so that we can live here. Cheetah my getaway, my getaway, my vacation, and then they turned it into a rural B&B, and it's doing amazing. They actually won some awards recently, and it's super amazing. So I've also seen people like Anna Van Hondo. I've also seen, so many people saying, you know what, there was also another one that I did in Victoria Falls. When she did that house, she was like, okay, I want a house for myself and I want a retirement home. And then, the demand came, and then she was like, okay, I'll turn this into an Airbnb, Kaya Lami. Yes. Kayalami. So there are so many places that I went to, and these people were just going kuma places avo like kumbakwa ongoshka tongota antipeoka space yango topewa space yako but tangoto sort, and then things would go very well. And I was like, okay, let me look also in my own backyard, like in my own also situation. I was like, because this is my grandfather in England, this, and I will say Vashtima, like Tima. Of course, there are so many Timas Kumashure, but he's the one who is like immediate. This man, he managed to work so very hard, and then he bought a farm. Farm, and that was before even independence. He actually bought a farm, and this is where my parents, or let me not say my parents, my dad. If I say my parents, you feel like maybe my mom was also raised there. She was not raised there. So my dad was raised by family papo, and because we are now in the third generation, and now I also have a son. And if he's gonna be watching this video in the future, my little boy, you know what? This is what Dad has been doing. You also need to take over and continue doing this, inspiring people and changing people's lives. So I was like, okay, I've been doing this, I've been inspired and all those things. Now it's time for me to also do something for myself. And I was like, Sekuru wakati sotira, and this farm is actually his title deeds, and he goes, no, of course takawanda because they have a sukuru now, and tataone wa sukuru. But I was like, you know what, we have this land and it is our land. Even Jeropas to pedu pakatonyoro the address yoyo, because that is our village of origin, and I was like, okay, so let me just go back and then do something. And that's what I decided to do. But you know what, my parents are still here, and my mom recently retired, and I was like, you know what, I need to do something for them, because my mom has got a passion, and my dad as well. One a passion in farming as well. Since he was raised at a farm, so obviously he loves to do farming. But the thing is, I think you all know. So I actually surprised my mom, because my parents, because they didn't really know I was actually planning something like this. So I decided to, talk to my family members, my sisters, my brothers-in-law. I also want to thank my brother-in-law, Anatsano. They had to do something as well to help to make sure this thing becomes a reality. And of course we had some issues where and then and then there are so many things. And I want to tell you something. When you are doing these things, you need to understand kuti pamwe pacho vanhu vanovhara especially vemabhoho anovhara. I think you guys can testify to that one, because people can vhara you, and those people vakanyatsochinguarira chigemu chacho. So pakatoita kuvharwa kwevanhu, of course I'm not going to tell you kuti company and all that stuff, because I am not into that. Pafami pane mvura, but mvura yacho ndiye migodhi yedu here. And what I realized is, if you want to do farming, whether udaita animal husband, whether udaita horticulture chero, you need mvura. We have tried it before. Takatomboisa nguruve and all that stuff, but takatambura, especially in the season yekuti kune kusina mvura, we suffered. I don't want to lie to you, it was not working very well because we didn't have water. So that's why I decided to first of all get a bore. And it was my first time getting into this whole thing. I didn't know what is it that you have to expect, and all those things. That's why takasangana ma situations yekuti takambodrilwa, and then vasazonza this, then all those things. I don't want to talk about it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You can try to do these things and then things won't work out. When it comes to ball, I actually get a lot of calls from people asking me, what should I do? I need to get a ball. Who can I trust? And I want to tell you the truth, it's not easy. But as for me, I know now. I now know what to do and who to approach, and I'll tell you, just keep on watching. So some people who could say, you know what, we can do this for you. Takazoenda tikanoita inonzi ball depending, and depending inotodhura, guys. I want to tell you the truth, unotambura. Ndafunga kumusha we went, and then we did the deepening and all those things. Now there was time we had to do installation, and installation is another stage as well. It's another process. It's another stage as well, which is very, very, very important. And Mari because it's almost like the same as kudrilla foot, because it's very process yakatokosha yekutizoscover kuti mvura yacho yakubuda. So I had to find people who are very, very serious and vanonyatsoziva zvavanoita, because some of these guys are kuvhara, like I said, vanari kuvhara. So as I was doing my research, because like I said, ndaida kutanga ndanyatsomeka sure kuti the people who I'm going to be working with havavhari, vanhu vari right. Vamwe vacho vatori rough futi, after akuita zvanenge akuita zvikange siripo, vanongokuudza kuti aiwe ndimusi kuita zviri right, mother mimi, this and that, all those kinds of things. And I know some of you guys, most of you guys are in the diaspora, so you do not have like maybe someone who you can trust as well. So I had to find someone who one ukamupa kuti aite basa anonoriita, and also when you give them money, even if you are in the diaspora, you can give them money and your money is safe. They will go and do the work, and then they will make sure to set up, and they will also come but you make sure everything is okay. If you have any issues, any challenges, they will come back, but you can trust them. So I was doing my research, and then I saw Zigo doing a certain video. I started locals, locals, solar tech, and I was like, oh, these guys are doing ball installation as well, so I need to try and talk to them as well. that's when I did this with them. You know, guys, these people are super, and that's why I'm now coming to you. And then I spoke to them. I gave them my vision. You know, guys, I want to do this. I want to, you know, start doing some things, and I want to do this for my parents as well. So it's not only for me, but also for my parents. And they said, you know what, Kunde, let's do this. And that's exactly what we did. And we went home. And guys, I want to tell you, my parents were excited, and you know what, I'm so excited even myself. You know, just to see my parents happy. And you know, the thing is, I can't really show you, you know, I can't show you my parents, you guys. Now. You understand? If you want to in all you want, but you know, I can't allow you to get my parents. I love them so much, and you know, I can't let you do that. So that's why I didn't show you, and I'm not going to be showing you my parents watch say, but it was amazing. It was super amazing. We went there, original pump, original solar, even you know, it's super amazing. So what I want to tell you is, if you want to do bore drilling, because they actually told me we actually do bore drilling as well. I was like, you guys, where were you pace up? So they do bore drilling, and they do bore installation. They also do my solar system installation in Zimbabwe. So some of you guys are asking me, I also talk about like Kumoja, but Kumoja only works with those who are in the UK. So to all of you guys who want to do solar systems at your home, anywhere in the world, you can just send your money and these guys can do the work for you. So even Zigo, akatonidrov futhi logo solar, vakanidrov futhi ana moms Zigo umba kwake solar irikonde yawo. Izvi so panandichita this video magetsi aenda, but you can see light rangu raramba riri on. Why? Because logo solar made sure kuti nini iyo zvindingaenda tomirenda kuti manje magetsi aenda, I can't do videos. I am still doing videos. My lights are still on. Why? It's because of Logo Solar Tech. So I want to assure you, if you want serious business, you have to connect with Logos Solar Tech. They will do my installations, they will do drilling, I want to tell you the truth, and I'm being honest. I'm not going to tell you the name of the company, but in the Varo Pictanga, then the Logo Solar Tech, my life could have been, you know, it's now costed the way it costed me for me to get a bore drilled. Is it? No, it was drilled. But anyway, guys, I'm so excited, and I'm looking forward to a new start in 2025. And to you guys, I can't promise, I know you. I'm coming for you. I can't promise I can't promise I promise coffee. I can't promise and I'm coming. Guys, if you want to give me something, something from Kako, please feel free to give me, because I am now able to do these things, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much, Logo Solar Tech, for making my dream a reality, and I'm so excited and so happy. My parents are happy, and I'm looking forward to a 2025, you know, pizza. Because on my fencing, to all those who do my fencing, please connect with me. To all those who do my plans at Zimbabwe Kumoja, because I also want to build my own nice house Kumoja. I also want, you know, there are so many things that I want to do. Drip something drip chapter. I'm getting into this as a beginner, so I'm gonna be giving you my updates to make sure you guys get to know exactly what I'm up to. But I'm so excited. I remember there was someone who I met, and they told me something. He said, so you are in your 30s, right? And he asked me, do you have something that you wish you knew in your 20s or maybe in your early 20s? I was like, yeah, I've got, you know, obviously I have some things that I wish I knew when I was in my early 20s. And then he said, you look at me now. I'm in my 50s. And then he said, there are also some things that I wish I knew in my 30s. Like that age that you are in right now. There are things that I wish. And I was like, yeah, that is very interesting. Then he said, those things are things that I'm telling you now. And you have the privilege. You are still in your 30s, and I'm telling you the things that I wish I knew when I was in my 30s. And it's very important for you to have your own place, not necessarily in the urban areas, but also in the rural areas. We as Africans, we are rural people. That's the honest truth. Even in your life, as you're living the life that you're living right now, you can think, because age, there's this thing that age does to people. I've actually met some people who say, I will never get married, never ever, and they're in their early 20s. But as they get to their late 20s or early 30s, they start saying, I need to get married. And sometimes you just meet them and then they have kids, and then they're saying, I'm now married, I have 2 kids. I'm like, what? So yes, now you can say, the truth is, it's the stage that you are in life. You are thinking, I'm going to be staying here, or maybe you are in the UK, you are saying to yourself, no, I'm going to be staying here for the rest of my life, and you think you are still going to be in your 30s forever and ever. The truth is, life is going to be coming to you. Sorry guys, I'm not going to be going there. I know you guys hate it, but that's the truth. Life is coming to you, and some of these things are going to be happening to you where you are going to grow old. And I remember this guy told me also that when you're building your house, you can say, I want to build it upstairs. Hey, you can do that. But he told me that there was someone who built a house like that, and then they put some nice bedrooms upstairs. Then they put a very small bedroom, like pass downstairs. And then they said, this is maid's quarters. And then he said, when this guy came, fortunately, so angani, all those diseases, and also even the energy. Besides talking about diseases, energy, angasina energy yokukwidza ma-steps, and you wacho ana maid wacho ndo angagara kwakanaka kwakuine all those nice bedrooms and all that stuff, but iye manje angagara in the maid's quarters. So he was telling me, it's very important. Yes, now you are fresh and all that stuff, but when you are doing these things, think about the future. So as for me, I am so grateful that I got to know that it's important for me to do these things now. So I'm going to be working on my rural home now. And then, I'm going to be staying there. My plan is for me to make sure that by the time I get to 35 or by the time I get to 40, I have to be retired. Retired as in, I just have to be at my rural home, eating organic food, making sure, this is my goal, and making money, creating content, because that's the beauty of this generation now, that we can go and stay in the rural areas, and we can get our Starlink there, and then we can get our electricity there from Logos Solar Tech, and I can just stay in the rural areas, and I can just enjoy my life in the rural areas and eat what I want and grow my own food. At 35 or at 38, and I'm chilling there and I'm making money. I'll be creating content for you guys, and I'll be traveling the world and doing all those things, but I will be knowing that I'll be just going straight to my rural area, to my rural home. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. So I'd like to hear what you guys think about this one, but what I can assure you is Logos Solar Tech can do wonders for you guys. They can do super amazing things, and I'm so excited that I'm now getting into a partnership with Logos Solar Tech. I'm going to be bringing you more and more content about Logos Solar Tech and what they'll be doing around Zimbabwe. So it's going to be super, super, super amazing. Their numbers are going to be in the description, and let me know what you think. And as usual, I'll see you in the next video.